We should feel, and it's okay.
It's okay to feel.
Okay to feel.
It's also okay to love.
Yes, it is absolutely beautiful. When it comes down to what my songs are about, I like to create the record based off of my actual experiences. My strong suit will be that whether it ended good or bad, it's going to be art at the end of the day.
I think so.
There will definitely be a couple of songs that, can tell you a little bit about my emotional downfalls.
What are some other plans that you have in terms of like songs? Because I went through your track list and they're super romantic. You talk a lot about like the traits that you like in a guy in your music. It's not very materialistic. You're really super emotional. Talk to me about that.
Yeah. So when it comes down to what my songs are about, I like to create the record based off of my actual experiences. So there are definitely lots of times, whether it be the same person or a new person I'm talking about, where I just need a vent and then the song is made.
And that's how it turns into a song. So you're venting about a situation and then, so they're your muse essentially.
Yeah. And I could definitely say that. I guess that's one thing I could say about me is my strong suit will be that whether it ended good or bad, it's going to be art at the end of the day.
I think so.
So I hope that whoever listens and can appreciate it in that way that it's meant to be received.
You have not had your heart broken yet though.
Girl.
Because it doesn't seem like it in the songs. They're very upbeat.
Songs that are unreleased.
Okay.
Some that I might not ever put out.
Oh, maybe you should put out, because I was listening to all of your songs and I'm like, this girl is like so bubbly. She's so idealistic. I absolutely love it. And I'm like, where's the heartbreak? Where's the,
got some heartbreak in
right?
there. We've got some heartbreak. There will definitely be a couple of songs that, can tell you a little bit about my emotional downfalls. But I kind of wanted to keep it a little bit lighter and more uplifting.
I think so. I think that's the best way to be.
Yeah.
I think that fits who you are.
For sure. And I also want to just get away from like the toxic vibe of music lately.
Oh, I wanted to touch on that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I don't want to talk about like doing anybody wrong or, not caring or just being a horrible spouse or whatever you want to call it. I don't want to talk about those things so heavily in my music just because I feel like I'm a lover girl at my core, and like I love cuddles and I love giving to my partner, and I love, just like affection. Reciprocity, affection, and all of those things. I think it's like so important to make sure that the people that are listening to me can identify with these things and like stay human, because we're not robots, y'all. We should feel, and it's okay.
It's okay to feel.
Okay to feel.
It's also okay to love.
Yes, it is absolutely beautiful. Such a beautiful thing.
And then when love turns into heartbreak, I don't think we should spend this amount of time dwelling on it.
Listen,
the baggage,
you can get over that
right?
thing.
Right? The baggage of it. It's like, you're right. When you think about music, there's a lot of songs about heartbreak. And I do believe like in the power of sound.
Yeah.
And vibrations. And that is not the vibration I want to be on.
Exactly. So I want whoever's listening to me to pick up on that frequency and like be hopeful again. Maybe if they got their heart broken, like, oh, you know what? Like maybe I can find somebody, or you know what?
Not that you can, you will find somebody.
Yes.
That's the bottom line. You will find somebody better. You will find someone that's better suited for you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I just want everybody to understand that even though maybe right now is not it, one day it will be. And you're going to be straight. You're a boss. Whether you're a guy or a girl, you're a boss.
Now, I heard some Spanish language music.
See?
I love that you sing in Spanish. Why'd you think you do that?
Oh my gosh, porque yo soy dominicana.
Exactly.
So yo necesito hacer música en español también.
Yes.
for my followers that speak Spanish or who don't speak Spanish, I have a couple of records. They're like reggaeton. I got a bachata out there. I have like a ballad I'm going to be putting out this year and a couple of like acoustic stuff in Spanish. So I'm excited.
I think that is so beautiful because you having the option of doing both. You don't understand how people that speak one language, now I can speak several different languages, but I don't enjoy it. I don't like it. I think I sound ridiculous when I'm talking in another language. So that's why I don't do it as much. But I just absolutely love that you have the ability to like do both.
Yeah.
You know, because it's so beautiful and it widens your ability to reach so many different people, you know?
And you know what I love so much about Spanish music? No matter where you go, we're playing some Spanish type of vibe. It's kind of like an international vibe.
I love that.
I know people who are like Russian that listen to like Bad Bunny and
yes, of
Daddy
course.
Yankee. So it's just a really cool thing the way music in any language really can connect people of all languages.
I think Spanish sounds so beautiful that like as soon as a song comes on in Spanish, it just changes your entire aura and then you just start dancing. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I heard your song and I'm in the car jamming like, okay.
I've had a couple of people tell me that I sound like slightly different in Spanish.
Yeah, you do.
Think? Yeah,
absolutely. I agree.
Oh, wow.
And I actually like it.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Now, how do you feel about like performing in front of others? Are you shy?
I can be sometimes.
Uh-huh.
And I don't ever know when it's going to hit.
Okay.
But there are some shows where I feel more nervous than others.
Okay.
And some shows that I feel more comfortable. I guess you could say ones where maybe I know the community a little bit better.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, this is family. Like, I'm good. And then when I get onto places or, you know, people that I'm not familiar with, I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, it's a new group of people. Like, I hope that they like my music. We're ready to go. But I feel that being nervous just means that I care.
Yeah.
So I never let it get to my head too much.
You know, all of the really like iconic singers talk about it being overwhelming at different periods.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's like a natural thing.
Yeah.
I always wonder when I see like big arenas and like there's just so many people in the audience and like someone just walks out and they just own that space. I'm like, I don't know. That's just so overwhelming for someone with like bits or traits of social anxiety.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely. I think that it's kind of like ripping off a Band-Aid when you get up on stage.
Oh my God,
sometimes.
yes.
You just like, you just go. Because if you don't go, then there's no show. And then a bunch of people waited for nothing to see you. But yeah, different scenarios, different emotions, different connections. There's been times where I've wanted to like cry right as I'm about to start singing, or, you know, times where I just feel totally at peace. So you just never know which one you're going to get.
What was the last concert that you like visited, or that you just like, not that where you were singing, but like you were just
watching?
Yeah, watching and like enjoying the concert.
Nicki Minaj, when she just came over here.
Really? In New York?
Uh-huh.
And what was that like for you?
It was amazing. She killed it.
Obviously.
She's amazed me with the way that she just went through not all of her records, because she has so many amazing tracks.
Yeah.
But she went through a huge, beautiful array of mixes from when she first started to like later on in her career to like where she's at now.
The progression, yep.
Exactly, the progression. I really appreciated all of the time and detail to all of her outfit changes and her hair switches and like
to kind of align with the different moments.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I just sat in the crowd like watching, because this is an artist that I watched since I was a child. And I feel like I was like going through flashbacks every time a new song was played that I could like go back into my memory.
That's the power of music.
Exactly.
And it's crazy because now you are doing that with your music. You know, it's so powerful. When I think about the last concert, because I went to a Nicki Minaj concert when she was in New York as well. I love her. I thought about Janet Jackson.
Oh, really?
And I just thought about how she performed and how many years, you know, she was a child performing.
Mm-hmm.
And she mentioned that like she was in the music business for so long. And she said like over 60 years, something like that. And she was just so connected to the audience.
Yeah.
You know, that's someone that does not have social anxiety, or it doesn't feel like it.
It must feel like riding a bike for her, where it's like you're introduced to something at such a young age. And it's kind of like all you know for a very long time of your life. Even if she were to stop for some time, when she gets back up, it's like, okay, I'm home. Or at least that's what I'd imagine it to feel like, because we never know.
Yeah.